Alrighty, so we are messing around with the new Cath Palug boss, which is the brand new one for the 5th anniversary event that's going on. And humans are, of course, the go-to staple for most of the event bosses and everything. If you have not invested into Red Slater yet, I highly recommend it. You don't necessarily have to, but it's really nice because if you don't know, his passive decreases all enemies' crit resistance by the value of the hero's crit chance. So if you just build him crit chance set with crit chance rolls on it, you'll make it to where you can crit very, very easily, and you can get the extra damage off with the Roxy here. So, this fight's pretty simple. We just did a quick test run through and everything. By the way, if you want to be a part of the stream next time, feel free to subscribe. This is like the night of the patch going live, so yeah, you can come by and hang out next time the patch goes live. It'll more than likely be live as long as there's a banner to summon for or something to do. But yeah, phase 1, nothing too crazy going on here. He does not have a damage cap at all, which I thought was pretty strange. But we can basically just throw these Roxy cards out, and then I'm going to throw the Slater cards out just because if I do it like that, I can go ahead and get Arthur's passive procced. So we can do that. Throw the AoE out right here. Do pretty good damage. Slater will actually finish off, surprisingly. And then the little burst damage. Yep. And then because we used 4 cards, we will actually get to pop Arthur's passive because it was 4 ultimate move gauge. Okay, I skipped this animation beforehand, but actually looks kind of cool. And then the idea with this phase right here is that you can see he has this blue buff on, and it makes it to where he takes 70% less damage taken, or damage taken from speed attributes is minus 70%. So basically, I don't want to use Roxy cards first. Unfortunately, I have an entire hand full of green, which is, it's not that bad considering like the boss isn't that hard, but when I use a green card here, he is going to take much less damage. Like it's going to swap over to a green buff instead, and so I'm going to be a little bit in a weird position here because I would technically want to swap to different colors, but it just kind of is what it is. So I have only green cards in hand, so we're just going to bonk as much as possible. These characters do so much damage anyway that it's not really going to matter, and then boom, bam, I'm easy cleared. So not bad. Everybody was saying that with this team you can literally just put it on auto. Obviously, I do have a pretty good account, and I do have all of these characters invested into, so do take that into consideration as well. But for the most part, this doesn't actually seem like a very hard boss. This is the hardest difficulty, and don't get this confused. There is a very similar boss fight like this in the story as well. This is the event boss, so take that into consideration. So either way, that is pretty much it. Just a small little simple guide. If you guys have different teams that you guys are using, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I'm sure somebody can try to find those helpful if they don't have these characters specifically, or want to use something else that maybe they have more access to. But neither here nor there. So leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe. See you guys later.